Hello.
Hello, do you hear me?
Hi, I can hear you. How are you
Okay,
today?
okay. I have a great day because after full time working, I feel happy because my boss today very easy going, and yes, and I feel relaxed. I feel happy, and then I go to my home for preparing a meal, a dinner meal for my children. Yes, yes.
That's
And
wonderful.
uh, taking care of my children uh, at the in the evening, I have 1 hour to learn English, and then I book a course in Cambly. And today I'm happy to have a chance to learn with you.
That's wonderful. Great.
And
And what is
yes,
your name?
yes. My name is Lan. You can call me Kelly in English. Yes.
Kelly.
And
Kelly, my name is
yes, Kelly.
Imaika and I am from Canada. Kelly, where are you from?
Oh, yes. I come from Vietnam,
Yeah.
and I want to improve my speaking English, and then I choose a course in a company. Yes. And
Okay,
I
that's
hope
wonderful.
that yes, yes, I hope that in future my speaking English is better.
Great. Well, with more practice, the more you practice, the better you become. That's it.
Yes,
Right? So,
and yes,
mhm.
and can you help me for a free talk?
A free talk. Okay, you want us to have a free talk? Okay.
Yes.
Of course we can have a free talk. Let's find some uh
Okay.
free talk
And
conversation.
have you heard about Vietnam?
Have I heard about Vietnam? Yes, I have. Although I've never been to Vietnam, but I have heard
Ah,
about Vietnam and that the people are very friendly because it's a tourist attraction. Lots of tourists travel to Vietnam every year. And yeah, that's all I know about Vietnam. So, what city do you live in?
yeah. I
What
live in Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam. Yes.
Hanoi?
You know
Okay.
Hanoi is in the north of Vietnam. Yes.
Okay.
And it's it is the capital of Vietnam. It
Mm-hmm.
is a busy city with many people.
Mm-hmm.
Street is crowded crowded every day,
Really?
and many yes many people uh, are going to the workplace by motorbike, by
Wow.
cars, by bus, and yes, and then the traffic is always in chaotic. Yes.
Mm.
But
Wow.
yes, but now yes, um, after 10 years, 10 years in Hanoi, but now have I have a habit to live in a big city, to live in a
Mhm.
busy city, because in the past I lived in a peaceful city in my hometown,
Oh,
and then
really?
oh, yes, and then when I was in university, I moved to Hanoi to study in university. Yes, and after
Wow.
graduation, I lived in Hanoi and I married to my husband. Yes. And now I have own family in Hanoi.
Oh, that's wonderful. So, how many children do you have?
Now I have two children, a daughter and a son.
Oh,
My daughter is 6 and my son is 4 years old,
oh,
and
they're
they
so
are
young.
naive.
And they are. They're so
Ah,
young.
yes,
I
I'm
have two
31.
children
Yes.
too. I have two children too. 4 years old and 1 year old.
Oh, yes. And How about your age? How old are
Mm,
you?
I'm 30.
Oh, it's same as me. I'm 31 years old.
Oh, you're 31. Oh,
Yes.
great.
Do you see me clearly?
I
Yes. Do
cannot
you
see
see me
you.
clearly via?
Ah, I cannot see
Oh,
you.
yes. Oh, my camera is strange. Is with is something on with my camera. Yes. I
I'm not
still see you. Yes.
Okay, okay. Okay. All right. I think it's okay now. It's fine. Okay.
Okay.
Great. Now I can see you.
Yes.
Okay. It's good to see the
Okay.
person that I talked to. All right. So
Yes, I think so.
Kelly, you live in Hanan, and have you ever traveled out of Vietnam before? Did you ever travel to another country before?
Yes, I'm. When I was young in university, I am single. And I was single, and then I traveled with my friends to the south of Vietnam in Ho Chi Minh City, in Nha Trang, and in the middle of Vietnam in Da Nang. Have you heard about some another city in Vietnam? Yes.
Mm.
Have you heard about Ho Chi Minh City, Da Nang City, or Nha
No,
Trang?
no, I haven't heard. I haven't. Yes.
You know, many tourists travel to Vietnam every year because my country has a wonderful climate, wonderful weather,
Yes,
and
yes.
yes,
And the
and
seaside.
yes, and my country has size in some countries. It's
Great.
very blue, clear, yes, and with the white sand. Yes.
Ooh,
And
beautiful.
yes, I see. I saw many tourists from Russia and China. Yes, in
Okay.
some country, in some cities in the south of Vietnam.
Uh-huh.
They they travel to Vietnam because in their country is very cold in winter,
Yes.
and yes, and in Vietnam, in the south of Vietnam, the weather is very warm, always very warm around a year. It's very wonderful to travel.
So how is the weather now
And
in your city?
oh, yes, um, in my city, it divided into two parts, the north and the south. And now I live in Hanoi, in the north of Vietnam. The weather now is in the winter. It's very cold. But in
Oh,
the south of Vietnam, the weather is warm.
it's
It's
warmer.
very different. Yes, yes, it's
Wow.
warmer. Yes, and uh, it's opposite between
Yes.
the south and the north
And the
in
north.
Vietnam.
Yes. Wow. That is
And,
interesting.
and yes, what is the weather in your city in Canada?
Oh my, it's minus 10. Minus 10.
Oh,
Minus. Yes.
oh, it's very cold. It's very
It is.
cold.
It's
Uh,
very, very
and
cold. It's unbelievably cold,
oh,
and I don't think, I don't know, do you think you like do you like warmer weather?
yes, I like
Do
warmer
you like
weather because yes, because I think in the cold weather I can't play soccer. I can't play some sports. I like play sport. Yes, and I think if if the weather is warmer, I can play many activities outdoor.
Ah,
And I think if I think if the weather is colder, I have to wear many coats, and
yes.
then I feel I feel very heavy in my body.
Yes, that is
And
absolutely.
and And do you have a heater in a
Yes,
heater?
the house
A
is
heat?
heated, so that's a good thing. The
Oh,
house is heated in the winter season, otherwise we cannot survive. So inside the house is warmer. Outside you need to wear a jacket and gloves and special shoes. And your trouser you must wear a pantyhose under, some tights under, and then you put your pants over. Sometimes it can get to minus 30,
oh,
minus
yes.
30.
And
Very cold.
oh, it's very. And
Yes.
I can't imagine if I live in a cold country because I think I think um, in my city the the weather is in five uh, five temperature. 5 Celsius temperature is coldest in my city.
Uh-huh.
Feel is very cold.
Hmm.
I have never seen the sky with the snow. Because snow is snow,
Really?
snowy weather. Yeah,
You never
I
saw?
have never seen. Yes,
Okay, I
I,
hope
I saw the snow in the television in the internet.
that in the future you can come with your children to Canada and you can see it.
Uh,
It's
do you feel do you feel the weather with snow is wonderful? Do you feel that?
Yes, yes, it is. It is beautiful when watching and taking
Oh,
pictures, but it's not good for driving. That if you have to
oh,
drive on a
oh,
snowy day, that's not good. And also, every morning when it's snowing, every morning you have to clean the front of your home every morning because there's snow everywhere. You must clean it every day. And then your car will be covered in snow. You have to clean your car, the glasses. Uh, oh, nobody likes that. But it's good. It looks
oh.
beautiful, but then you have to clean.
And I am curious about the snowy weather and and do your children go to school every day?
Yes, but when it's a very snowy, bad day, the school bus does not
Oh,
come because then every kid has to stay home. Sometimes even parents have to stay home. They don't have to go to work because the snow is very bad and it's not good for driving. So in this case, everybody stays home. Yes. And my kids
oh,
go to kindergarten, so they go to kindergarten and they have a school bus that comes to pick them. But sometimes the weather is very bad and the buses, we can get a message, no school today, no work today, everybody stay home. Yes.
oh, oh. Uh, I imagine that in the snow day, in the snow day, everybody work from home,
Yes.
working online. They are working online. Oh,
Yes.
it's
Unless
fantastic. It's
unless you are a doctor or a nurse, you must go to work if you are working in the hospital.
oh, oh, I see. I see. It's the same time in COVID-19 quarantine. Yes,
Yes. Yes.
in,
You must go
yes,
to work.
in COVID-19. Oh, I see. Yes,
How
and
is
I
how
think
is the COVID case in your country? Is it better? COVID
communication.
COVID. Are there people who have
Ah,
COVID?
co-
Mhm.
co- COVID. Yes. Uh, uh, can you speak again?
Okay. How is the COVID situation in your country now?
Oh,
Are there people who still have
oh,
COVID, or is it okay now? Is everything back to normal? Do you still wear the mask?
oh. Ah, oh. And now the COVID situation in my country is very better than before because my because our government has the suitable policy for everybody. Uh, Before that, the government with a rule, um, everybody must wear a mask. Yes, and then they um, they also give a rule to to many to everybody uh, to have the to take the vaccine in the hospital. Yes. And now everybody has the immune to the COVID uh, virus. Yes. And it's normal. It's normal. It becomes normal every day now.
Hmm.
Um, everything become normal. Some young people don't doesn't wear a mask. They they are gathering in public.
Oh,
And
really?
the uh, the the tourism become normal now. Many tourists and many tourists are from many countries. They go to Vietnam to travel around my country. But I saw some news on the internet or the television that in China is still quarantine. But, and I
Wow.
think that yes, I think that I I am lucky. I am lucky to live in a peace country. Yes,
Yes.
my government has many wonderful policy, a suitable policy for everybody.
Yes. Yes. That is wonderful. That's good. Can I ask you, do you have, where are your parents? Your parents, where are
Oh,
they?
my parents, my parents lives. They, my parents were born in Vietnam, and now they live in the hometown. My hometown is far from Hanoi, 150 kilometers. And sometimes I I I go to hometown to visit my parents, to visit my relatives, my cousins. Yes. I because you know that I am quite busy, and I think in um, I I give um, a visit to my parents 4 or 5 times per year.
Oh, really?
In Yes, in the summer holiday,
Of
in
course.
the that in the Lunar New Year holiday, in in some absent day from my work. And,
Okay.
yes, and I am, and my parents are very happy after a long time. They see my children, my husband.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And do you have any brother or sisters?
I have a young sister and a young brother.
Oh,
Yes, and in my family, I am the older sister.
you're the oldest. Okay.
Yes,
That's good. So you're the
yes,
big sister.
older sister. Yes, and
I am,
yes, my husband is a big brother in his family,
oh,
and
wow.
yes, and then we are a big couple in my in my big family.
Yes, yeah, that's amazing. That's really cool. Okay. And do you have any um your sister lives in your hometown or she lives in another city?
Ah, my sister is 3 years less three
Younger,
years
3 years
younger,
younger than
yes,
me.
younger 3 years than me. Yes. And she has her own family. She she lives in Hanoi. Yes, and
Oh,
she she live she live 3 kilometers from me. Yes.
oh,
We 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 are near and then
each other.
some, yes, and then sometimes I'm busy from my working. I can I can give a hand to her for taking my children to the kindergarten. Yes. And sometimes I give a help for her to take care my children.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
of course. That's beautiful.
yes,
That's so necessary because when you live in big city by yourself, it's not easy when you have little kids and you have to work,
yes,
so it's a little bit confusing. And does your sister have children?
yes. My young sister has one children.
One child.
Yes. Uh, uh, this this is a daughter, 1 year daughter.
Oh.
Yes. And her daughter is very cute. Ah, I like children and I like small children. they are very they are very cute. They are not naive and yes, and they are like adults.
Yes, yes, that is so cool. Yeah. Wow. And do you usually have any kind of, do you celebrate Christmas in Vietnam? No?
Oh, in Vietnam, Christmas is is not a holiday. It's but but we still hold a small party in my own family because in Vietnam, young generation has a trend to um, to hold some small party as in Western countries.
Mhm.
We prepare the Christmas tree to to decorate my house. We prepare some traditional food
Mm.
in my in the dinner. Yes, and you know in the street, the atmosphere of Christmas is very busy,
Mhm.
very happy. Yes. Many
Yes.
young people they 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 are they are hanging out in the evening, and
Yes.
and yes, and I see some couples they are hand in hand in the street. It's very it's very cute, and I remember about my elder. I remember that
As your child when you were a
when I
child. Yes. Oh,
yes, yes,
that's so nice.
yes.
It's amazing. And you what is your job? What do you do?
Ah, now I'm working in Ministry of Finance in the government in my city. You know that in
Oh.
in yes, working in the government is is quite different from in private company in my country
Is that
because
so?
in the yes because in the government we have some parties during the working time. The working style is very different. The we sometimes we have to drink alcohol. We have to invite some guests from other ministry, and we are a small party with with um, with some budget from my department. Yes.
Wow.
And you know the ability of drinking can give impression to the others. My boss,
Uh-huh.
my boss, yes, my boss can give a high marks if I have good a good ability of drinking in my country. If So I have a good ability of drinking. I can promote in the good position. It's
Ah,
very different from in private company.
that is
The
very good.
inside is very different. Yes, and
Uh,
I am working here uh, for I have been working here for 1 year, and
mhm.
before that, I worked in the private company. And
Oh.
sometimes I sometimes I think that the drinking is not good for my health, but but I still drink a small amount because don't I don't want to um, to make my boss happy. it's it's, it's quite difficult for me if I can't drink. If yes, drinking
Wow.
the ability of drinking is very important.
Yes.
Mm, if you working in the government in my country,
That's so true. So I guess your job is very demanding, and it's actually, I guess that's a good job, right? It's a good position. And how long have you been working in the Ministry of Finance? For how many years?
I have been working here for 1 year. Yes,
Oh, 1 year.
yes,
Okay.
1 year. Yes, and before that, I worked in a private company,
In a private
and
company. Okay.
then
Wow.
I want a stable job, and then have I entered an exchange for the government, yes, and I passed,
Ah,
and I passed.
great. Great.
Yes, yes,
Great.
and
Okay.
yes, and in my country, working in the government is bring a good reputation. Yes, and
It's more stable and
yes,
it's
it's more
secure.
stable. Yes,
Mhm.
yes, and especially during COVID. Yes,
Ah,